YouTube family? What's up? It's your boy, Mr. Knock One Down. Hey, and I'm back in the kitchen today. Hey, left the gym. Went to a doctor's appointment. Ran by the grocery store. Guess what I'm cooking today? I'm trying my hand at a Mexican dish called Carnitas. So I went and picked up me a pork shoulder, and I'm gonna prepare it and get it ready for the oven. But first, I gotta season it, wash it up, season it, and I'm gonna sear it in my Dutch oven here, and put it in the oven and let it cook for about 2.5 hours. I think that's something along those lines the recipe calls for. But y'all stay tuned, stick with me. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with you guys. All right, I got my pork shoulder washed up. Had it dry a little bit here, and then I'm gonna season it with just salt and pepper. This pork shoulder is about almost 8 pounds, 7.995 pounds, so just say 8 pounds. So I'll roughly do a teaspoon per, normally I do a teaspoon per pound, but that might be a little bit too much. So I'm just gonna go with about 4 tablespoons of salt, 4 teaspoons of salt. And then if it needs some later, I'll add it to it, but that's just to kind of be on the safe side. The same thing with the pepper. So, and all them cracks and crevices. And once that break down and start cooking, it'll get over into other pieces as well. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. It's a big piece of meat, so I don't think we'll have to worry about over seasoning it. Just a good rule of thumb, you need about a teaspoon of salt per pound of meat. Anybody want to be in the ballpark on something? Pretty much a good ballpark estimate. All right, I got that seasoned up pretty good. So what I'm gonna do now, turn my oil on and get it hot, and I'm gonna brown this on all sides before I stick it in the oven. I'm zooming you in closer to that. So that's what it looks like. This is only on the outside though, so it may look like there's a lot, but that's just on the outside. So as it cooks down, I'll let it get infused on the inside as well. Also, I'm gonna do some refried beans with this, and I'm gonna do Mexican rice. So if you guys seen any of my videos in the past where I've made Mexican rice, I'll make it the same way. It won't be any different. Little chicken bouillon. I have to look on my notes. I wrote it down, but I know tomato sauce and a little oil. Brown the rice first, and then I'll add those ingredients in there with it. But I'll take you guys along with me when I prepare that. I don't know if you guys remember on my last cooking video, I made mention of getting a bigger pot. And this is the reason. You see this 8-pound pork roast stuffed in here just to brown it on all sides. So I need to get one of them big pots you see. Guys, most of the Cajun guys have it when they're cooking their sauces and different things like that. I'm going to look to get me one a little bit bigger. Just cook for about 4 or 5 minutes on each side. Then I'll take it out and add my chopped onions to it and my garlic. So while this is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting the onions up. All right, now it's been 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip this. Turn my vent fan on. There we go. At 116, we'll flip it and let it cook on the sides. Like I said, I had to double this recipe, so it's 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of paprika, and 2 tablespoons of chili powder. So once this get through browning, I'll take it out and I'll add that in there when I saute my onions. And then there we go. Flip this. All right, I'm gonna deglaze this with a little butter. Put a little butter in there and see if I can get some of them brown bits unstuck. There we go. So all your goodness stuck at the bottom. Go ahead. Put these onions in here. We'll let them cook for about 5 minutes. Soften up, then I'll add my garlic. We'll be back on with you when I add the minced garlic. Just finished adding the garlic in here off camera, so probably got about another minute or so before I add the rest of the ingredients in here, the tomato sauce, and let it do its thing. I'm just kind of going on and getting all this flavor off the side of the pot that I can get out once I fill it up. Once I get it some more liquids in here, the rest of this stuff will fall off the side. So I'm too much worried about that. But that's where all your flavor is. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add in. Let's say it's a 3-pound roast, 3-4 pound roast. Only call for 1 cup of tomato sauce. But my roast is almost 8 pounds, so I doubled everything. Let's see how that turns out. Give that a stir. Turn that down a little bit. Then we're going to add 2 cups of chicken broth. I just do the Kroger brand. 34% less sodium. I don't know what's for all that expensive name brand chicken broth that all gonna taste the same. All gonna do the same. All right. Looking like something now. See how that liquid get in there. You be able to scrape all this goodness down. See how that's coming off the side? So I was telling you earlier, don't worry about that. Once you get your liquids in here, the steam gonna make all that come down. Steam for no liquid, the liquid itself as well. Put all that goodness in there. Remember, I put everything in this bowl earlier. Cummins, oregano, paprika, chili powder. And go ahead and add that to the concoction. Get that. Ooh, that smells good. I wish you guys could smell that. Thicken that up. Stir that up real good in there. Hey man, I don't eat all that stuff that was stuck to the side. It's in the pot now. Number flavor. All right, I just finished seasoning this to taste with salt and pepper. So, like I say, got it seasoned just enough where you can taste it. Well, it's got a good, taste to it. Not too salty. So I'm just bringing this up to a boil, and I'm gonna add my pork roast back to it. That's the sound you want to hear. I'm gonna go ahead and add this baby back to the pot. Oh, fork came out of it, and good thing this is going in the oven. all of this is gonna marinate just right. All right, I'm gonna have to clean that up. Clean that mess up. Gonna put the top over it like so. I'm gonna cover it all the way. Turn this off. I'm just gonna go in the oven for about 2.5 to 3 hours, or until you stick a fork in it and it's tender. Bring it out and let it rest and shred that pork roast to pieces. So from here, I'm gonna focus on cooking my Mexican rice. Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna bring you guys along for the ride. All right, I got my pot heating up with oil. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm cooking 2 cups of rice. I'm gonna brown 2 cups. We're just gonna let this rice brown. I really didn't measure the oil. I just lightly covered the bottom of the pot with oil, the whole surface, because I knew I had quite a bit of rice to cook, to brown. So here we are, beginning of the process. So I'll come back on as this rice starts turning brown. I'll come back on with you guys. And that's how you make Mexican rice. All right, the rice is slowly browning. I have 2 cups, so it's taking a while, but once I get it to brown a little bit more, then I'll go ahead and add my 2/3 cup of tomato sauce. If you're doing 1 cup, you can get away with a third of a cup of tomato sauce. But since I'm doing 2 cups of rice, I'm just doubling the recipe. I'm getting it nice and golden brown. Y'all stay tuned. All right, I think I got it brown enough. Go ahead and add this tomato sauce. Steam as normal. I'm just gonna keep stirring this for a couple minutes. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken broth. I have 2 cups of rice. So I'm probably gonna put about 3 cups of chicken broth in there. That's 2. That's 3. and get a good stir. Once I get this mixed up well, I'll bring it to a boil, and then I'll put the top on and won't touch it for about 15-20 minutes. Now stay tuned. And unlike having one of these while you're in the kitchen, this actually has less calories, same amount of carbs as Michelob Ultra. It's got a good taste to it. I like that. Alright, I brought it to a boil. Just cut the fire down a little bit. I stirred it for the last time. So now we're just going to put the top on it and let it go. So probably about 15-20 minutes. We're going to focus our attention on these refried beans. I'm not doing them from dry beans. I'm doing a can of them. We're just gonna dock them up and make them taste good. I'm gonna start out with about a quarter cup of oil. All right, let they come up to temp. Once my oil come up to temp, I'll add my diced onions. Sound like she's popping now. Sound like she's ready for something to go in there now. I'm gonna let these cook, get translucent here. It's nothing like cooking with the Holy Trinity. It makes the food taste so delicious. You add that garlic and onion, peppers. And bell peppers, bell pepper, celery. Onions and garlic alone adds that flavor to the food. Get that cooked. The rice is looking really good. Looking really good. What I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna stir it. I'm just gonna go around the edges like so. Let that water get down there to the bottom. let this cook a little bit longer. You know, add me a teaspoon of minced garlic in here. Maybe a half a teaspoon. Yeah, let's shoot for a half. It's been cooking for about 5 minutes. Go ahead and add half a teaspoon of that garlic in there. I'll let it cook about another minute or two. The smell. Good. All right, I've added the bean, so I'm just stirring it up good. I've turned the fire down on low. And what you want to do is just mix it up real good and let it heat evenly and throughout the mixture here. Kind of let my onions kind of stepped away, and my onions got a little darker than I wanted them to, but they didn't burn, so we all right. It's got a darker hue to them. Let's take a look at this rice. Oh man, she coming along just fine. Just fine. So I'm gonna add the lid to it and let it, I got it on low. I'm gonna let it do its thing. Let it finish doing its thing. Let it cook for about another 5 minutes. And I'm gonna cut it off. Still waiting on the rice to kind of dissipate some of the water, a little bit more of the water. Still got a little bit more in it than I would like, so it's coming along though. All right, my rice is done. I just finished fluffing it. I'm gonna put the top back on it and take it off the burner. Let it finish doing its thing. Look good, smell good. Nice texture. All we waiting on now is the refried bean to finish doing this thing. About another few minutes, and we're waiting on the roast there. Be a done deal. Take a look at that roast, wow. That looks so nice. Stick a fork in it. Oh, and she getting tender. What I'm gonna do, about an hour and a half, about another half hour, I'm gonna take this out and flip that roast over so I can get the top part saturated in that goodness. All right, I'm gonna flip this so this part, the bottom part now can be submerged in all those juices. See where I poked it, I just running Running out juice. I won't cover it all the way up. I'll be quiet. Back in the oven. Okay, I'm back with you guys. Just got it finished up out of the oven. Shredded it up. Removed the bone, so that's what you guys been waiting for. It's time to taste it. So, got the big old bone out of there. Got the bone out. Plate it up. Time to taste it. First we're gonna mix a little bean and rice together. Now it's time to taste some of this pork shoulder. Carnitas. Melt in your mouth. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Another episode of Chasing Tails. I showed you guys how I took a pork shoulder roast and made this nice meal. It's tasty. You guys need to get in the kitchen and try it. Until next time, God bless, peace. The boy, this is not going down. I'm out.
Guys, they tell lies. I don't wanna know if you